Oh, hi, Craig.
Hello, Craig. What's up, you fine, beautiful people listening to us? We
They must be
are,
bored.
hey, I mean, that's what podcasts are for, though.
We're here to cure your boredom.
Exactly. So, I guess that's a great way to start saying that before I tell this story. So, the other day, the wife had to go to the store. She just ran in real quick, right after dinner. Me and my youngest are sitting at the table. He's still finishing up eating. My two older sons, they go to the living room and they're like, "Dad, can we play Xbox for a little bit?" And I was like, "That's fine. Go ahead." About maybe a minute or so into me saying yes, go play Xbox, I hear the Jackass theme song.
Oh?
And I'm like, I was like, I didn't really just hear that. And then, you know, it started again and I was like, oh, no way. So I get up real quick. There it is, right on the Xbox. And I'm just like, wait, how did you guys find this? And they both just looked at me, they look at each other and they're like, I was like, did you guys put a disc in the Xbox? Yeah. So they found I have everything, like all the movies and every season of Jackass on DVD. They found it and were about to start watching Jackass.
Oh, they're your kids?
7 and 4.
Well, all right then. That's
They
that's an
thought it was a
age.
they thought it was a game disc.
I was about to ask the same thing. I was like, wait, Jackass made a game?
But yeah. So anyway, but yeah, the kids found my Jackass DVD collection and they decided, what is this? And I had to have myself a good laugh about it. I mean, I was in the back of my head. I was rooting them on. I'm like, I'm kind of proud of you guys for finding this, but I have to tell you no.
Right. It's like, I'd like to, but
That day will come in time.
right. Oh yeah. No, like my oldest, he's going on 14. And so he got into that age where he wanted to watch Jackass. So I was like, all right, whatever. Just because I know I was like 11, 12, 13 years old when I was watching them and the Wild Boys and Viva La Bam and all that other happy horse shit. And so we sat down and we watched, I think we watched the first movie and then we watched just a couple scenes on YouTube and stuff, and he was dying. And I was like, yeah, this is how shows were back in the day. So Jackass was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was.
Now that
Right?
we're now that we have technical difficulties out of the way,
Let's hope that all that was.
right?
I got my goddamn Discord, like, knock it off. Don't make me download Skype.
Right? Is that even still a thing?
Oh, I have no idea. Don't make me go to Teams.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll show you. I
Right.
use Microsoft
Microsoft.
product.
Right. Jeez.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds happened today.
Did it now?
North America took its third consecutive win
Ay.
with Vanquish Soul Canine.
Sounds like a dog.
They are.
Ay.
They're like cop dogs and werewolves.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It's
they sound
Yu-Gi-Oh!
pretty
Doing
cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. They actually are.
Hell yeah.
The artwork is cool. Yeah, I'll give it that. Not really my play style. Uh, I play more of a control style in pretty much all
Right.
card games that I play. That is a super aggressive. I mean, it has definitely like plenty of like negate happy stuff that just make you want to continue to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
But no, definitely with it being a new deck, it is super strong. Like there's no doubt about that.
And I love the fact that it seems like each of these cards has like a book of text that you have to read just to play the damn card.
I did say it was Yu-Gi-Oh doing Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
You're not wrong. You did.
Just
Some of these card designs are weird.
yeah.
But I mean,
I
some of them
mean,
are pretty cool too.
they are, but then they also, they do things like yummy. Like they're literally just treats.
Well, dang, apparently this person here placed third at the first Yosuga CS. He ran a total of 1 trap card.
Dude, that's actually pretty insane. Like in today's game, that is insane.
Yeah, he's got a full 40 card deck, and one of those 40 cards is a trap card. Oh, and then he's running the Gundam looking XYZ cards that require 2 level 12 monsters.
So you're looking at Zeus and Typhon.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have other summoning conditions.
Gross.
Yeah. They are the best Exceed monsters ever.
Are they?
So Typhon, yeah. So Typhon, as long as your opponent special summoned from their extra deck 2 or more times on their last turn, you can just overlay him on top of your highest attack point monster. And then he has an effect where monsters over 3,000 attack can't activate their effects. And once per turn, he can detach a material and bounce a card to the hand.
That's dirty.
Now, Zeus, who came out first, as long as an Exceed monster does battle that turn,
Yeah.
you can go to your main phase 2 and special summon him on top of that overlay stack.
Oh, so you don't actually need 2 level 12 monsters to summon these guys?
Oh no. Absolutely
How
not. Nobody's
I say
nobody's ever done that. Now
I say
Zeus
how
is
many level
even
12 monsters are there?
more than you'd think.
Huh.
But so what's really funny though, there's another card that a lot of people use if they can for Zeus specifically. It's called Downard Magician.
Okay.
So it has a similar effect. But it can overlay itself in main phase 2 over a level or a rank 3 or lower Exceed monster. So since I play Mimigools and I do battle with with like rank 1s all the time, basically I overlay the Downward Magician and then put Zeus on top of that. So I can use Zeus's board wipe ability 2 times.
Jeez.
Yeah. He can once per turn detach 2 materials, and then he can destroy everything on the field except himself.
Man, there's some pretty crazy monsters. Like this level 13 says that it requires 5 level 13 monsters to overlay summon for him. It's
Yep.
like what?
Yep.
And it's like, how are you supposed to summon this thing?
Through just utter bullshit.
Yeah, this number IC1000 numerius, whatever the hell. Yeah, words.
Numerous Numeron.
Yeah. Monsters your
There
opponent controls must attack this card if able.
is that the one that gets like 100,000 attack points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of your opponent's turn, if this card did not battle, you win the duel.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
It is. I actually forgot about that card if we're being honest. But yeah, it's that's a funny card.
When your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 material from this card to negate the attack and gain life points equal to the attacking monster's attack. Jeez. This card sounds a little busted. Freaking Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Let's make the most broken thing we can and call it good.
Well, that's literally what they do. Every new set is, all right, what can we do that is even more broken, even more annoying, and is going to make people not want to play?
And then we're going to ask ourselves,
not.
why?
Oh, they don't ask themselves why. They know why. They know why. It's because people like me will buy it. That's why.
All the cardboard.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. They're just like, oh yeah, they know. They're like, oh yeah, these people, they'll buy it for sure. And we bitch about it, and then we go buy it. Like they have a hold on us.
Yeah, makes some sense. I mean, I guess that is what it is. Like,
It is.
people are still gonna buy it.
I still enjoy the. Oh yeah, I still enjoy the game, even when they do silly shit.
Which seems to be a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's a lot more than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I
say
mean,
that it's a lot more than it needs to be. I feel like.
nah, TCG games, like, especially recently, like ever since COVID and stuff happened, And everyone's been like, "Oh, gotta get it for the money, gotta get it for the money." And it's like, what about us who just want to play the game? Like, it's like I don't want to go. Like, there's a card shop here in town that I just found out, and I went in there the other day just because we're still roughly new to the area, and I wanted to see what was going on there. And so I went in there, and they sell a lot of sports cards, and then of course they sell a crap ton of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon too, because it's a great big trading card store, and they also help you get your stuff graded for a price. And so I went over there and I was looking at their ETBs, and they want like $30 more than market value for an ETB, and I was like, that doesn't sound right.
So yeah, that's dude. I hate hearing when local game stores are the ones doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks.
Yeah, I mean they're supposed to be like our last kind of like hope.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. And like I was like talking to the guy. I was like, so how do you guys like we were sitting there bullshit, and then eventually we got to the point of the conversation where I was asking him, I was like, so how do you guys come up with your prices and whatnot? And he's like, well, we look around at all the other places that don't have what we have, so we know that we can upscale. And I just kind of looked at the guy, and he was like, yeah, I know it sounds bad, but at the end of the day, we got to make money too. So they wanted what was it? I think it was a Destined Rivals ETB that they had there, and it was in this little special box that looked like a cereal box, and they wanted like 120 for it. And I think that's a bit more than market. Yeah, I think that's what market for those things is like 60, so that's double.
Dude,
it was
like
it was nuts.
I just had a recent experience similar to this. It was a store that was like recommended to me. Turned out to not be the like kind of store I'm into.
Right.
No singles, just cases, boxes. But I saw they had a bunch of Duelist Advance, and I knew those boxes on TCG Player were like $40 max. So I asked, the girl at the counter, and she hit me with a number. It was like $110, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, each individual pack goes for this," and I was like, "Oh." I was
Just
like,
not here.
"Yeah." I was like, I don't think we're on the same page with that one." I couldn't believe it though. I was like, there's no way you guys like just don't just I thought it was kind of grimy.
A little bit. Because you said normally it was 40 on TCG Player, right?
Well, yeah, that's what they were selling for at the time.
And they wanted north of 100. That's
Yeah.
And they're the kind of people who be like, we have fair prices.
Well, no, they judged their prices they charged me for market value on 24 individual packs.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? $5 a pack or so, something like that. That's why I was like, yeah, let's just not.
Wow.
I honestly could not believe it though. And they were just so casual about it. I was kind of the same way though. I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm gonna pass.
So yeah, not today.
No fucking thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell happen to the TCG games that I used to love, like old Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and stuff like that. Like people used to play the game to play the game. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you had your collector here or there, but then ever since COVID happened, it's like, oh, we gotta, we gotta go out there and buy all of them so nobody can get them unless they want to buy them from me. And it's like, wow, you guys, you guys kind of suck.
No, they really suck.
Yeah,
Because it's like they suck the fun out of the hobby because nobody can get it.
yeah,
Like some people out here struggling enough it is to find one pack and then it's triple the price it should be. It's ridiculous.
right. Like I remember when I worked at Walmart, there was this guy who I knew him from town because he had a toy shop in town, and it was like an old school toy shop. Like they had wall to wall to wall of nothing but toys and collectibles and stuff. And he had like some old stuff, he had new stuff. It was a neat little place. So I'd go there, every now and again just to bullshit with him. I bought a couple things from him, even though I'm pretty sure he ripped me off, but that's besides the point. I was trying to support the local businesses because that's what he was. He was a local business. Like he was born and raised in that town, and he set up a shop, and it was a really cool shop. So somehow he found me on Facebook, and he threw me a message, and he was like, "Hey, can you tell me if they have X, Y, or Z at Walmart?" Because he knew that I worked at Walmart. And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I can keep my eye out for him." And then it became like a thing where he was blowing me up like every single night because I was working the night shift, so I was, stocking stuff.
So
and
the insider.
Yeah. Well, now here's the thing though. He wasn't the only one who was there looking for shit. Like I called them the vultures. Like as we were pulling pallets and shit out to the floor, I would just see like these 5 or 6 dudes sitting in the toy section, just like sitting at their cart, and they looked. I don't want to body shame or like anything like that, but these guys looked like
They may have needed a shower.
Yeah, may have needed a shower, and they've probably never moved out of their mom's basement or what have you. Anywho, they were these fedora wearing, tip my hat to you, lady kind of people. But they were just there waiting, and like we'd pull shit out and we'd line it up, and they'd try to sit there and sift through the boxes. And so one day I went ahead and I dropped my pallet, and these guys they instantly flocked to it. I was like, "Hey," and they're like, "What?" I was like, "Can you guys leave the pallet or the boxes on the pallet?" And like, "Well, we're just trying to help." I was like, No, because last time there was boxes spilled all over. I was like, "Can you guys go ahead and wait for us to come over to start unloading? Then you guys can look at the stuff as we're putting it up." They got all offended at that, and they're like, "Well, we do this all the time." I was like, "Yeah, and I'm asking you not to." And they're like, "Can we speak to your manager?" I was like, "Absolutely." So his name was Ty, so I called Ty over. I was like, "Can you come over to Toys?" And so I met him about halfway. I was like, "Hey, can you help me out with the vultures?" And he was like, "Who the hell are the vultures?" I was like, "The people at Toys who are trying to pick through the pallets and making a mess of toys before we even get there." So he goes over and he talks to them, and they stop digging through boxes, and you can just see them fuming and getting more and more irritated as they're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's when the guy who somehow found my information on Facebook, he got a hold of me. He's like, "Hey, did you tell those guys that they can't look through the pallets?" I was like, "Well, my manager did. I asked them not to, but they didn't want to listen to me." He's like, "It's kind of a dick move, don't you think?" I was like, "Why are they your guys?" He's like, "One of them is." And I'm like, "I don't know what I'm going to tell you, dude. You're making my job harder by having your guys dig through all these boxes and shit." And he's like, "That's all right. You're there all night anyway." I was like, it does, it does kind of matter." So, yeah, man, I don't know what it is.
I mean, that was your job, so yeah.
Yeah. But no, like he would text me for everything. Hot Wheels were a big one because they were all looking for specific Hot Wheel cars. And then I remember we had a new line of, we had a new line of Transformers toys coming out, and the guy who owned the toy shop was like, "Can you set me aside one of each kind, and I'll be there in the morning?" I was like, "No, but they'll be on the shelf for you to come in at 7:00 if you want to come get them." He's like, "But I can't get there that early." I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna I leave at 7, so I was like, I'm not gonna stay in here and hold them for you."
Well, exactly, like, right?
Or if we had the great big cardboard displays and stuff, he would try to get us to give them to him. It's like, "No, we're not gonna give these to you." He's like, "Well, you're just gonna throw them away." I was like, "Yeah, well, they're the company's product and this, that, and the other thing." He's like, "But I could just take them and put them up in my shop." I was like, "No, you want to take it and sell it in your shop." And he's like, "No, I don't." No.
I mean,
It's
generally,
it's something.
for sure.
Yeah,
I don't
man,
know.
people suck.
I blame Logan Paul. Dude, I really do.
Did you see that time? What the hell did he do? He spent some stupid amount of money on what he thought was like a base box set, and it was fake.
Yes.
I laughed far harder than I should have.
Kind of same. Like, for a split second, I was like, "Oh, damn, that's gotta suck." But then I was like, "Fuck you, you pretentious dick."
Right? It's like if it was anyone else, I might have felt bad. But then I saw that it was you, so I didn't laugh at you.
Exactly.
No, dude, I couldn't imagine because those base boxes are like stupidly pricey.
And it's crazy to me how many of those I've opened
Yeah.
and just didn't realize what I was holding and holding then.
Oh, no, it was like, yep, I'm going to put this in my fire deck and I'm going to go play with it.
Yep.
I'm just going to wrap this rubber band around my cards and not think nothing of it.
Bag if you were lucky.
Yeah. Ugh. Just remembering the kind of shit that I would do to my cards and thinking of all the money that I've wasted away because I didn't listen to my parents and I didn't keep them, or I didn't, keep them up or put them in a protective sleeve or whatever. And it's weird because my dad told me to do it and I didn't believe him because he was not the kind of guy who, I didn't think that he was into trading cards, or I didn't think that he knew what he was talking about. But as it turns out, my uncle, his older brother, is a huge card collector for baseball and stuff. So it's and apparently he's been doing it since they were kids, and so he's got a bunch of cards way back when, and that's where my dad was getting his information from, and you don't know what you're talking about, because I'm a 7-year-old kid and I know better.
Right.
I know more than you, old man.
Yeah, see, I didn't know about sleeves or anything like that. It was just, I think the most protection my cards had was a pencil box that they all got smashed into.
Yeah. No, I was the same way. What are sleeves? I don't I think someone gave me a couple of the card protector sleeves, the big thick ones. And so I think I had one or two random ass cards just shoved into that thing. Ugh.
Just a random top loader. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cuz where I grew up, we had an old, what the hell was it? It was an old Wizard store. Back when Wizards of the Coast still owned or still ran all the card games in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool. We had an old Wizards of the Coast store, so you can go there and you could pick up card games, sleeves, decks, cards, comics, whatever the hell they were selling. And even the guy in there was like, "Yeah, no, you should totally put those in these sleeves." I was like, "Nah, no, don't need none of those. You don't know what you're talking about. You only work here." Ugh. God, I wish I would have listened.
Listen, dude, I know you only work with nothing but expensive cards all day, but I don't need it.
I don't think you understand. I play the game.
Yeah, I am him, sir.
I am the main character here.
Yes. Part of the cards will guide me.
Hell yeah. How are the cards for the win? Alright, so here's something that I wanted to talk about. So, everyone loves GameStop. Everyone loves GameStop.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not as bad as people make it out to be.
I mean, it's bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not that bad, I guess. Anywho, so once upon a time, way back in the distant land of yesteryear, GameStop used to be super, super big into midnight releases. Like, I remember when I worked at GameStop, we had a couple midnight releases, and it was dope. Like, I remember when Pokken first came out, I was still working at GameStop, and we had this huge Pokken tournament, because we had everything all set up, and as soon as midnight hit, that's when the tournament started. After everyone collected their games, they could put their name in a thing. We'd rotate it around, and we basically set up a bracket, and the winner got a free copy of Pokken. So that was super cool. Like, that's what our store leader did. Like, he went ahead, he bought it, he set it all up, and it was great. There was a pizza shop right down, or a couple offices down. It was so much fun. Anywho, they stopped doing midnight releases for a while. Like, I don't know why, they just did. It kind of sucks. But apparently with Pokemon ZA, what is it? Where is this? Here it is. Legends Don't Sleep, October 5th, 9 p.m. PST, or October 16th at midnight. Pick up your copy at midnight and score an exclusive Pokemon tote bag by visiting a participating GameStop store near you. So that's pretty cool. They're giving out goodies again. Tote bags. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure this is gonna be like the first 10 people get a tote bag.
Dude, I really miss how much fun midnight releases used to be. Like Call of Duty. Like, dude,
God, yeah.
The Xbox One midnight release was crazy.
Was it?
Oh my god, dude! There were so many people there. There was like giveaways and like game codes and like free months of Xbox Live being handed out and raffles. Like, it was so cool.
That's awesome. But then I guess the previous day, so Wednesday, October 15th, 4 p.m. local time. Now, I don't know how this one's going to work, so I don't know if this is going to work for all GameStops or just a select few, but it is on their Facebook page. Wednesday, October 15th, 4 p.m. local time, this is called the Pokemon Launch Circuit. Celebrate Pokemon Legends ZA's release with TCG tournaments for kids and adults. Winners get the Pokemon TCG Mega Evolutions ETB. That's really cool. I just don't know where or like what GameStops are going to do it. I mean, to me that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That alone, really like, cool. Right? You get a free ETB if you win the tournament, plus you get to go play Pokemon TCG at GameStop or wherever. Like, most GameStops that I've ever been to, they are small, so I don't know where the hell they're going to set up space for this tournament or whatever, but
I feel like they're going to have absolutely no floor space because I'm there with you. I've only ever been in very tiny GameStops.
Yeah. And then I guess GameStop, they seem to be leaning more in the scalper-ish route. They released this here a couple of days ago. Prepare for trouble, make it double. And of course, they have the Team Rocket logo. It says, as we prepare for the 8:30 launch, so yesterday's launch of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Destined Rivals booster bundles and more, GameStop has decided to double the standard purchase limit for GameStop Pro members. So if you want to get the Destiny Rivals booster bundle, Prismatic Evolutions poster collection, if you are a pro card holder at GameStop, you can get 2 instead of 1. And then the Journey Together booster sleeves, you can get 10 instead of 5. As long as you are a pro member, you can become a GameStop pro member by signing up for just $25 a year during your purchase. So
$25 a year for that now?
Yeah, they upped that up. Well, it used to be like, what, 10?
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, 25 for the year. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but for the stuff that you don't get with it anymore, because, like, you used to get a lot of cool shit with the pro membership. Like, you used to get discounts out the wazoo. You used to be able to save up points for gift cards and this, that, and the other thing. And it was still
Game Informer with it, because they discontinued that, didn't they?
I don't know. I really don't know. But it is... I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh boy.
I mean, for me, like, I personally, I mean, my wife uses my GameStop account more than I do. I mean, being on PC, like, I don't go to GameStop anymore, really.
Right.
I mean, once in a while, I'll stop in to see if they have any, like, good sales or anything like that, but I don't know, past that, being on PC, I just don't have a good need for it anymore.
Right. Like, I know when I still worked at GameStop, I know we started to bring in a lot more, like, collectible stuff. Like, merchandise and toys and stuff like that. Like, yeah, we still had our walls of games and whatnot, but I think we had more collectible stuff, like the mystery boxes and the shirts and the toys and the figures and the pops. God, the pops. Like, it was slowly transitioning from game store to like an EB Toys.
Well, I mean, it's weird, but a lot of that stuff really just started to catch on in the past few years.
Yeah. Like, I remember FYE used to be a pretty big video and game store, and now, I don't know if you've been to one lately, but at least I know the one in the mall down by me, we went in there and it's like 90% merchandise, like 90% like they've got like the Japanese candy and sodas, and they have shelves of manga and trading cards and action figures and just a bunch of toys, and it was
Honestly,
crazy.
it makes me really sad.
Right? Because, like, I remember it's another store that I used to work at.
Dude, all the CDs, all the movies, like, there was so much of that in there. Like, there was a little bit of merchandise here and there, and, you know, a lot of times it was cool.
Yeah.
But, man, that hurts to hear. But, fucking physical media is dying. It sucks.
It is, because, like, I heard... Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know if this is false. I don't know if this is fake news. I don't know if this is whatever. But I remember hearing that the new Xbox and the new PlayStations that are going to be coming out are going to be, like, all digital. And if that's the case, that kind of does suck, because I know there's quite a few games where I would jump at the chance to get the collector's editions for stuff just because of the physical stuff that came with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like the steelbooks, like, I thought those are dope.
Yes.
I just thought they were super cool. And then like if you get certain collector's editions, sometimes yeah, you spend more money, but then you get like a statue or whatever. Like I remember our store leader, she ended up buying the Skyrim Legendary Edition or whatever the hell it was because it came with this great big Alduin statue. And it's like, where'd all those fun times go, man?
So, what are your actual like thoughts on Legends EA with everything we've just recently gotten as like spoilers?
So, I mean, I'm excited. Um, I'm kind of on the ropes with Mega Dragonite just because Dragonite is my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. And then to see that they kind of like did him dirty with his Mega. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. I know a lot of people do like it. I just don't.
I don't. I'm there
No.
with you. I don't.
Victory Bell is weird.
Victory Bell is weird, but dude, I just feel like Dragonite got the basic bitch treatment.
Yeah. Yeah. And it sucks because like I said, Dragonite has been my favorite on yeah, no, he's just been my favorite since my favorite Gen 1 Mon. And I mean, I've had him on every team that I possibly could have him on since Gen 1. And now to see him done, like, they could have, the wings on the head, that's just stupid. If they would have put the wings from the head onto his back, I would have been much happier. Like, I think that would have been so much better.
Feel like they should have given him like, I don't know, something more aggressive looking.
Yeah. Dude, they could have given him a postman cap and a mailbag, and I would have been happy. If they would have given us Mailman Dragonite for his Mega, I would have been okay with that. But now he's got like 3 sets of wings, and I get it. He's got the longer tail with Dragonair's jewel on it, but I don't know. I just not a fan. And then of course we got the new Hawlucha. That I was really excited for because the animation that they released with it was amazing. It was so cool.
It just reminded me of like Mucha Lucha.
Oh my god, yeah! Like as soon as I saw that's the theme song that clicked into my head, I was like, yeah, Mucha Lucha, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great because Hawlucha is he's one of my favorite fighting type Pokemon. Just because he's cool, like he's dope. His flying press is such a fun move, and even for a competitive standpoint, his unburdened plus acrobatics is amazing.
Oh yeah, so he's a solid pick.
Yeah, he's a fun mon. I very much enjoy Hawlucha.
I'm glad he got some love, honestly.
Oh yeah, and then that Victory Bell trailer, like that Resident Evil style Victory Bell, that was dope. Like that was super cool. Like
Yeah,
I thought
the trailer was cool, but it really doing. Like, what is that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
dude, they missed out so hard. There could have been so many cool things they could have done with Victory Bell.
They could have. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of airballed that one, but
He just kind of looks like a hobo sack.
yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's crazy. But I prefer him to Dragonite, so.
Your favorite?
Oh, out of all the new megas, which one's my favorite? Probably Halucha so far. Yeah,
Solid
yeah, I'd
choice.
probably, yeah. I think he looks
Uh,
pretty dope. He's got that gold mask on and the gold cape.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. Like, I think it's the best one so far. It's creative. It is, I don't know, it's just what a mega evolution should be.
Yeah.
Changes the Pokemon without changing the Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, there's rumors and stuff going around that we're going to get a whole slew of mega evolutions, but like I don't know if we're actually going to get, you know?
Listen, I'm just glad we're going back to mega evolutions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're my favorite. That's my favorite gimmick.
It's definitely a neat gimmick. I didn't mind Z moves. I
Yeah,
thought
they're
Z
pretty
moves
cool too.
would be cool. Kind of like a last ditch effort big move. And so this person on Reddit has a whole list of potential megas that seem to be coming true so far. And I mean, there's like, he's got quite a few on this list. Um, I know I've seen more than one time for Alligator and Meganium just because they are, oh, and Ambor just because they're the starters. So I could definitely see those three getting a mega. Um, someone
I
was
feel like
say,
that's
or
mandatory.
yeah, another guy said that Starmie is supposed to be getting a mega, which I don't know how I feel about that one, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Um, for whatever reason, they're saying Zygarde 100% form is getting a mega because he need like I don't get why he would need a mega because he's already stupidly powerful. But I mean, if that's what they're gonna do, that's what they're gonna do, I guess.
Pokemon doing Yu-Gi-Oh things.
Yeah, right, right. Pokemon trying to digitize their stuff. Mega Digivolution.
Yeah.
Another one that I've seen that I would be very excited for is Chandelure. I would be 100% okay with Chandelure getting a mega because Chandelure is amazing.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
And then for whatever reason on the same list, they have Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut on there as well. So I don't know why they. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like, I don't know why they would need megas, but at least that's on this person's list. Because they say that this person here somehow already data mined. It's like, how did you already data mine? He
Dude,
works for his dad works at Nintendo. Remember that used to be the big lie that people would say is, yeah, well, my dad works at XYZ, so that's why I know all this.
yeah. If you don't quit making fun of me, I'll tell my dad he works at Xbox and I'll get you banned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably one of the biggest lies that people told growing up playing games. My uncle built this game. No, he didn't. Fucking liar.
Dude, I can tell you the biggest lie that's ever been told across all video game platforms.
What?
Fucked your mom.
Yeah. Yep, that was a pretty big insult. Still is a pretty big insult.
Dude, I feel like that is the biggest one of all time.
It's like, listen here, Junior. I'm
I know
gonna
how
find
many
where you
times
live.
I know how many times I let that shit go.
Right? You suck. Yeah, so does your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude. So I was doom scrolling because I find myself doom scrolling a lot, and the whitest kids you know popped up on my TikTok,
Is that
and
like their screen name?
you've never heard of the whitest kids you know?
No.
Oh my god, dude. They were glorious. Like they had a whole TV series, and I can't believe you've never heard of the whitest kids you know. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to look this up later.
You are like I'll send you one that you definitely have to watch, and it's about Call of Duty. And it is fantastic. Like I can't believe you've never seen the whitest kids you know. Like their shit is just too funny, man. And they're like quick bits. Like they're not crazy long or anything like that. And
So
don't get me wrong, yeah.
I feel like this
You
is how
can
people feel when I talk about the Mighty Boosh now.
the what?
Have you ever heard of the Mighty Boosh?
No.
So have you ever heard of
Essentially.
like Old Greg?
Oh, I love old Greg.
Yeah, that's the Mighty Boosh. That's
Oh,
like the
okay.
series that it originated from.
Okay, all right.
There's a whole bunch of other ones like the other one that I think is absolutely hilarious is the Crack Fox.
Okay.
It's my fuzzy peach hat. Dude, that's a shit. I'm gonna find it and send it to you.
Nah, dude. The whitest kid you know is crazy. Like, what the hell? I don't remember. I think it was on G4 TV, maybe. I
Oh,
don't know.
that
It's
I
been such a
missed
long time.
G4. I
Dude,
miss
G4 is
Attack of the
awesome.
Show. Attack
And
of the
X
Show.
Play. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god. So speaking of stuff that I haven't seen in a long while, but I recently found thanks to the Internet Archive. Have you ever heard of the WCG Ultimate Gamer?
I don't believe so.
So it was on Sci-Fi. It ran for a couple seasons, and it was a. You ever seen the show Big Brother? Or heard of the show Big Brother?
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, so you get the basic concept: bunch of people living in a house, cameras all over the place, blah blah blah. They then compete and do random
Yeah.
things to get voted. So think that, but with gamers, and
Oh boy.
like that's how I first learned about Swoozy. I mean, I don't know if Swoozy's still a big name or not, but that's like that was where I first got introduced to Swoozy. I can't remember what the hell
Okay.
stuff was. But no, so it was Big Brother beats video games where they'd get gamers from all over the country to go live in this one house, and then they would compete, and then the winner gets to go compete at the World Tournament in Japan at the end of the season, blah 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 blah. And so they go through various games, but before they get to play the games, they have to go through random challenges based on that game. Like if it's a racing game, they had to race a car, like an actual car. If it was a fighting game, they had to put on like a skit where they had to create their own fighter, and they gave them like this huge wardrobe or whatever, and they had to go through and make up their own finishing moves and blah 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 blah. And then whoever did the worst would be put up for elimination And then whoever did the best got to pick another person to go up against the worst person in the elimination chamber, which was like this great big Coliseum kind of ordeal where they just had the two chairs on this big old stage with a huge screen, and then they'd play whatever game that we're talking about. And it was dope. It was really cool. I mean, it looked super low budget, but yeah, it was fun.
It sounds like it was a good time.
Oh my god, yeah. It was one of those things that, like, I was just flipping through channels one night, and I just happened to flip to sci-fi, and because every now and again you'd get something decent on sci-fi. Like, I remember watching a couple anime on sci-fi, and I saw that they were playing games. I was like, ooh. So I clicked on it, and, well, it was neat. And then thanks to Internet Archive, I get to watch it.
Hey, the internet is great at holding on to shit.
Right? That's how I'm watching Bobobo. Yeah, because apparently they have all 85 episodes.
Nice.
Oh, I lied. They have all 77 episodes. The rest of them are just like bonus features and stuff.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. I fucking love Bobobo.
I still need to watch that sometime.
It's such a fun show, but it is it is a fever dream and a half. Because the shit that goes on in Bobobo is something.
That's like I have so much stuff to get caught up on right now because actually, I don't even know how long it's been, but I've pretty much just been stuck on reading Berserk. And I'm finally current.
Nice. Oh, what the hell was that last reading? The last thing I was reading was Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which one?
The original manga. And I gotta tell you, dude, starting off with the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Wow. It was dark.
Yeah.
Like, Atem is just kind of a dick.
Dude, he is straight up ruthless.
Yeah, and then some, like, setting people on fire, making the Shadow Realm take this guy's eyeballs. It was something, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of miss the abundance of shows that were kind of like off the wall. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just like how one of my favorite shows growing up, it was like the definition of it. Fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Like, and then there were anime that I've seen that are like that too, that it's just like everything, every new frame is just something so far out of left field that it's hilarious.
Yeah, man. You should watch Ghost Stories, English dubbed. If you want to see an anime that's way out there in left field.
Oh, I have.
It's so much fun. I love it.
She's a ghost and a bitch.
Yeah.
That's literally, I saw that clip on TikTok one day and I had to investigate. And once I found it, I was like, there's no way that's real.
I upload that clip.
Boy, was I wrong.
And the crazy thing is, like, I guess in Japan, it was it was a pretty serious show. Like, I mean, it was getting pretty good ratings from what I heard, and like they even had a live action series for it, and
Oh, really?
it was, yeah, I guess upon the time it was like a really serious show. And then they brought it to the States, and they basically, like, they told the guys, they're like, hey, as long as you guys don't, like, change the story or the characters' names or whatever, like, have that. And so they did it. They had at it.
I just that show is so fucking like the English dub is one of the funniest things ever made.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, whenever I hear someone say, "Oh, I want a funny anime," like I want something that'll make me laugh, I'll point them to Ghost Stories English dubbed or Gintama because
I still need to watch Gintama.
well, get on it, man. There's a new movie coming out
I heard.
for the first time in a handful of years because that's what they need, a movie for Gintama.
Hey, why not?
Right? Hell yeah, dude. I'll watch it. Like, I love Gintama, so I'll watch whatever the hell they want to put out there.
I've heard nothing but really good things about it, so I'm excited to watch it. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, it's a fun watch. What the hell was I playing? It was Jump Stars, I think is what it was called. It was a great big shonen fighter game that I had for the PS3, and Gintama was on it, and his like finish, like one of his ultimate moves was the credits. Like he would do his ulti, and then the credits would roll. It's like what?
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, right. It was great.
That's hilarious. That sounds. I love it whenever stuff like that get just like little things like that get thrown in.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I remember when I first moved back up to New York, when I went from Texas to New York. I got it. Me and my friends, huh?
I said, man.
Yeah, it was quite the move. So I got it. We were sitting there playing it because I was trying to test out my capture card and stuff. And we were just sitting there playing as different characters because they had characters in there that none of us had ever watched. Like they had characters from Toriko in there, and none of us had watched Toriko. And of course, my one friend, he played as the Batosai. He played as not Etchison. What the hell? They had him play as the Batosai, and he has a really annoying counter where he could just sit there and you could hit counter, and then any kind of physical hit that you do, he instantly counters it and stops yours. It's like, all right, he's being a dick because we were doing like a round robin kind of thing, like two people play, the winner gets to move on, blah 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 blah. So he got 2 wins doing nothing but counters. So I was like, all right. So I picked a Kainu just because I figured, he's magma, so maybe I can hit him from a distance. And sure enough, Akainu has this really annoying like ground pound where he hits the ground and magma erupts from underneath the character. And he couldn't counter that. So I was like, all right, I got this. Yeah. Why could I not remember Kenshin's name?
Was Kenshin?
Yeah, I couldn't remember Kenshin's name at all. Like my mind was just like I was thinking like Batosai, and then I said Etchison, and that's from Prince of Tennis, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? Like, why is my mind going to Prince of Tennis?
Maybe you're just into sports anime right now.
Like, not. Shit, I can't remember how the last anime is that I watched, to be honest with you. It's been a minute.
The last one I watched was probably Dawn.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Dude, it's a fun watch. I want to watch Sakamono Days too.
Yeah, my kids really like that one.
Heard stellar things about it.
Mhm. Yeah, no, my kids like it.
Well, definitely have to put that one on the old watch list there.
Oh yeah, I still need to finish Down that on. Like, I finished season 1. Now I just need to start season 2.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, I've been like a weekly reader of it for a while. It is a super funny series.
Dope.
Like I don't know, you cannot, you can't get away from how goofy it is. Like it does not take itself seriously.
Huh.
But it's still I think it's a really good series. I think it's one of the better series to come out in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen of Don like I really enjoy it. Like, the theme song super catchy, and I don't know. There's something about Don that I I genuinely did enjoy. Like, it was just one of those anime that didn't really take itself overly serious, and I don't know, sometimes that's what you want. Like, you want an anime that's not all about, like, oh, I can blow up the universe. It's just like, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Come down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And have a good laugh because, dude, I'm telling you, like, the very first episode, I watched it, and Turbo Granny's just like, I'll let you suckle my teats, boy. And I'm just like,
Gobble your
whoa.
dong.
Exactly. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing, Grandma? That's a felony.
Dude, the aliens are felons in the first episode.
No shit. Give us your banana organs. Like, it's terrible. And I mean, just they're so weird. They're so fucking weird.
But they're memorable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Never forget that fucking
Yeah.
sentence. No, it had to be, give us your banana organs. Just that's what they landed on. But in
Really
the
makes
same,
you wonder what kind of mindset they were in.
well, it's almost to me like it's not as bad, but like kind of like how Chainsaw Man just doesn't have that.
Now watch Chainsaw Man. There goes.
Hey, am I back? Are we good?
You are back. Yep, I can hear you now.
But I was saying it's like it's not as like Don's not as bad, but they don't have a boundary similar to how Chainsaw Man doesn't have boundaries. Like there's a panel in that manga where this dude literally just admits that he does what he does because he loves tits.
Oh, and Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, we've kind of known that, Denji was a pervert since like the first episode or two. So it's a surprise, but it's still just like, I don't know, that just throwing that sense, just like any sort of humor into a show that is also kind of serious and has really good fights. I think you get the chef's kiss because that's what I look for in a show. I want to laugh and I want to see really cool action sequences of two really overpowered, done right characters beating the shit out of each other.
So I know an anime like that, except there's a lot of fan service in it. And
Well,
that
I mean,
is High School DxD.
I've heard um that that's how that show is. I haven't watched it yet either, but I like to think it's just like Marvel Rivals.
No.
Oh, is it
um,
worse?
yeah, like, I mean,
How?
there's a whole lot of nudity. um,
Okay.
and like, don't get me wrong, it's a super cool anime. Like, it really is, and it's definitely one that you can watch for the plot for both meanings. Like, if you just want to watch it for the boobs, you can. Um,
Just the
yeah.
boobage.
But yeah, Issei, like, so he is the pervert. Like, he gets a massive power boost just by thinking of Rias's boobs. And like, he's in this really, really well animated fight with the other Welsh dragon. And they're sitting there fighting and whatnot, and the dragon who he's fighting is the white Welsh dragon. He has a power known as Divine Divide, and so of course one of the high-ranking demons of the show. He's just like, you better hurry up and beat him, otherwise he's gonna shrink everything, and that includes Rias's chest. And it just goes into like this super dramatic inside his mind where he's like, I couldn't live in a world without her awesome boobs. And like, his power spikes stupidly high, and he goes on this monologue about all the females who he's surrounded by and their chest sizes, and how dare he try to take them away from him. And the white dragon's like, wait, what? Like, it's such a fun show. There's a lot of comedy in it. It's really ecchi. But some of the fights are freaking awesome. And like, some of the fights, they'll give you goosebumps every time you see it. And yeah, dude, it was awesome. It was a fun show.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll have to throw that one on the old watch list and get around to it then.
The watch list that you have to watch not around anybody.
Yeah.
This is my
I don't know.
1 a.m. watch list.
Yes, sir.
I made my own Adult Swim.
Exactly. No, that's you have to do that though as a parent.
Oh my god, yeah.
These kids be nosy as fuck.
Yeah, they are. And like, half the time you don't even know they're behind you until they say something.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, they'll like finally slip up or something too. Like they'll get interested, they'll start watching, they'll be like, hey, what does that person do? You're like, wait, whoa, get out of here.
How long have you been here?
Oh, they're little ninjas, dude.
Yeah, they are. Like, don't get me wrong, ecchi anime gets a really bad rap because it's pretty bad. A lot of it's really bad. But that being said, Food Wars will always be one of my favorite anime.
I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, that's another one you gotta watch out. I mean, now you don't actually see anything. Like, everything's all censored, but you get the gist of it. Like, in the very first episode, lady eats this dish and her clothes explode.
Oh.
Do the flavor
okay.
Flavor Town.
Fucking Guy Fieri approved.
Yeah, right. Nah. Yeah, not all etchy anime is bad, but it's definitely bad.
Says you just kind of have to pick your poison.
Oh yeah. That you do. But that's okay.
That is okay. But I don't know, fella. I think this will probably be a good place to
Wrap things up.
for the evening.
Yeah, sounds like a
I do once we get the outro here in a second, I do want to run some shit by you.
yep.
If you still got a couple minutes to shoot the shit.
But of course.
Sweet. All right. Well, I guess with that, hopefully you fine folks have gotten your fill of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, parenting experiences, and all the other good stuff that we bring you every week. Dylan and I here, we got it going on. We got the formula. We just need y'all to keep tuning in.
Absolutely, and we love it. We love it when you guys tune in, and we really like it when you guys comment on it, so that we can interact with you, and it makes it interesting. Even though two dads rambling on about whatever we just happen to be rambling on about, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you don't want to hear your typical politics or doomsday or whatever. Sometimes you just want to hear normal people. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah, we're here just to let you know that we are out here. We're not alone.
We are here.
But yeah. So with that, we're gonna set to and pass for the week, everybody.
Have a good night, folks.
Toodles.